Hello everyone, I am back with another video, and in this video I will be talking about a little bit more about or rather it would be an extension of my last video that was dedicated on exercise. So this video will be an extension, or it will be the parent of the topic of my previous video, which was on the topic exercise. So this video will be on health and fitness. Yes, it's a parent subject, and under which there are multiple elements including exercise, and apart from exercise there are two additional elements that I have also talked about in my previous video. And those two elements apart from exercise are sleep, which is rest, and your diet, the food that you intake, so your diet, your sleep, and exercise, all three combine, and you will become very fit, very healthy, very energetic, and this would be a turning point in your life if you make sure that all of the three things are in place, and you are having a good diet, you are having a good sleep, and you're doing exercise on a daily basis. So if the three things are intact, then your overall lifestyle, this is an indication of a healthy lifestyle. So if you have a healthy lifestyle, then automatically it will lead towards a healthy life, a fit body, a healthy mind, and overall well-being. So let's just deep dive into it, and let's just talk straight what I have to offer in this video. Okay, health and fitness is the topic. The number one element, which is exercise, that I have already discussed in my previous video. The other two, which is rest and diet, I'm going to be talking about in this video. Let's just talk about rest or sleep. Sleep is very important. Sleep is not just you shouldn't see sleep just as taking rest or just a normal routine activity. No, it's much more than that. Sleep helps your body to heal. Sleep helps your mind to recover. And let me tell you, when I say your body, I also mean that your mind, because mind is also a part of your body. A healthy mind is a healthy body, and a healthy body is a healthy mind, right? So if I'm talking about your body, your mind is also a part of the body, because it's also an organ, it's also a tool. And if you use it, or if you overuse it, it will eventually it will be heated up, and it also needs rest. It also needs some amount of rest and sleep, and there is also food choices or food preferences dedicated to the brain. So there are certain foods that are dedicated to brain. They are brain specific foods. Those foods are given, or those foods are advised to people who want to have a sharper brain, a healthy brain, a smarter brain. Example, walnuts. Example, almonds. Example, milk, fiber. So I was talking about taking rest, taking sleep. Sleep is very much important. As I said, if you want your body and your mind to heal completely, you need sleep. Sleep is essential for your physical recovery as well as your mental recovery, which is your emotional recovery. So if you want to, recover emotionally, if you want to heal emotionally, if you want to heal physically, physiologically, all those things, you need to, you need a good amount of sleep in order to achieve or attain that particular level. And when I talk about sleep, there is a very popular debate on the number of hours that you need to take for your sleep. So the debate is generally on whether one should be, sleeping that amount of hours or this much of hours. So it's an endless debate. So on general, on average, it is suggested that you should have at least minimum of 6 hours of sleep daily. It is a minimum that you should do. However, there are researchers that even more or less sleep can also be beneficial depending upon person to person. For example, if I am talking about myself, I need only 4 to 5 hours of rich, deep sleep in order to recover fully, as far as my mind and my body is concerned. I don't need 6 to 8 hours of sleep. If I sleep more than 7 hours or 8 hours, then my mind, it kind of behave in an abnormal manner. I feel I feel pompous. I feel lethargic, fatigue, and it's not just the right kind of feeling that I get when I sleep like more than 7 or 8 hours. I mean, it's not a good thing for me to do. But for some people, it is required. It is required provided they are doing a lot of hard work, provided they are doing a lot of physically intense work, like they are farmers, or they are athletes, or they are sports persons, or they are professional bodybuilders. And even if they aren't, I don't know, but it depends upon person to person. It depends upon person to person. So if you are someone who needs more hours of sleep, like 7 or 8 hours, go for it. It's good for you. It's good for you if you have analyzed your body. If it's good for you that if you can make an assessment, you can draw an assessment out of your body that what is your actual requirement. Some people can't do it. Some people just follow the trend. If you are someone who believes in trial and testing, if you are someone who believes in, trying it on yourself and then drawing the conclusion that what suits you and what does not suit you. If you are one of those person, that is good that you believe in research, you believe in authenticity, you believe in practicality. It's good that you believe in trial and testing. So if you have, over the time, if you have experienced that there are certain amount of hours that below or above will give you a kind of the headache, a kind of fatigue and lethargicness or whatever, then you should follow your instinct. You should follow your body. You should follow the signals your body is giving to you, right? So as I said, if you feel like that you need more hours of sleep, then go for it. 7 to 8 hours. But in any of the circumstances, do not stretch it beyond 8 hours, because I think it's not worth it. Nobody sleeps more than 8 hours. I'm talking about the productive person. I'm talking about the persons who are successful or who want to achieve success in their lives. Because there's no point. Because 8 hours is way more than enough for anybody to fully recover, to fully feel good or refreshed or energetic. 8 hours is a very significant amount of time. It's more than enough for anybody, for any average individual, even for athletes. 8 hours is a good amount of sleep. Is more than sufficient. So 8 hours should be the benchmark for you. You shouldn't go beyond 8 hours, no matter what. However, if some of you have certain medical conditions, you can consult your physician or you're a doctor. And then, depending upon the opinion that you can probably follow the instructions if it allows and if it suits your body and your well-being. But in general, 8 hours at an higher end, it's by far the maximum limit that you shouldn't reach beyond it. Stay under it, stay within it. For those who think that 4 hours for them is good, they can recover fully. It's more than enough amount of sleep for them. If they sleep 4 to 4.5 hours or 5 hours, then it's also good for you. Again, this particular conclusion that you are drawing, I'm sure you must have drawn this particular conclusion from your past sleeping patterns, from your past sleeping patterns or sleeping experiences, or your history, sleeping history, or your medical history. All these should be trial and tested. You shouldn't just, think one morning that, today onwards I should be sleeping like 4 hours a day because I've watched so and so video, and now I think if that much amount of hours is enough for that XYZ person, it is also enough for me as well. No, it's not like that. It does not behave in this manner. The things do not behave in this manner. Rather, if you are following a certain routine, that it should be backed by evidence. It should be backed by data. It should be backed by proof. So, all those things are necessary. So, if you want to sleep 4 hours a day, good for you. Go for it. But it should suit the body. It should suit your body, your needs, your medical conditions, your sleeping patterns, and all of those things. It should be aligned. It should be synchronized with all those things. Unless and until, please don't do it. Just don't see some kind of random video, fancy video, and just follow it blindly. Do not fall into the trap. Rather, consult your doctor, your physician, or any person, or your lifestyle coach or whatever, but follow the signals your body is giving to you, right? 4 hours, good, provided you have evidence or you have a certain amount of data backing up your decision. Now, for all the persons who don't have data, who are just normal people who just want to get a simple rule, a rule of thumb, for all those persons, the general rule of thumb is to sleep 6 hours. Not more, not less, just sleep 6 hours. Minimum 5.5 hours, more, maximum 6 hours. So, half an hour you can take off, indulging into sleep. Half an hour, it usually takes a person half an hour to get into a rich deep sleep. After half an hour, after 30 minutes, you are into a sleeping cycle. So, on average, if you are a person who don't know about what to do, what not to do, just follow a rule of thumb that, sleep 6 hours, sleep in a pattern of 6 hours that most of the people are doing, and you are good to go. Just go to your bed at 10:30 and wake up at 5 a.m. I think it amounts to okay. It amounts to almost 6.5 hours. But as I said, half an hour you just take out for getting into your sleep, entering into the sleep. So the actual amount of hours that you are sleeping is only 6 hours. Exclude that half an hour from your counting, right? So we have talked about exercise, we have talked about sleep. Now let's just deep dive into the diet. What about the diet? What about the food? So as far as the food is concerned, you shouldn't eat fast food, because fast food, if you are eating on a long-term basis, it will eventually be, it will eventually lead you towards obesity, towards a lot of diseases, towards towards darkness and hollowness, sorrow, grief. So all those things, if you want to avoid in your life, all those negativity, if you want to eliminate in your life, from your life, then I should suggest you that you eat as much as healthy as you can, because eating healthy is a great dopamine booster. It's a great dopamine booster, because if you eat healthy, your dopamine levels will just spike up, and it is an earned dopamine, not just a very random or a cheap dopamine, right? Because it needs discipline in order to eat healthy food or good food on a long-term basis. One can eat healthy food one day or twice, or at 2 consecutive days, or maybe a week, but it is very difficult for a person to eat healthy food on a very long time, like at a stretch, like 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. So if you can manage to eat healthy food regularly, like for 1 complete month or 2 months, or if you can apply this habit to your life for eternity, I think it's nothing better than that. Eat healthy food as much as you can. Once in a while, you can have a cheat meal. It's okay, because after all, we all are humans. We also need to, fulfill or feed our taste buds and all. It's okay. It's understandable. It's acceptable. But it should be like only once a week maximum. It shouldn't be like 3 to 4 times a week. Or I should suggest that it should be once in every 10 days. Have a cheat meal, go out, have some chaat pakodi, have some pizza, burgers, snacks, cold drink, whatever, ice cream. But it should be done every 10 days. Once in 10 days and thrice in a month. Or maybe 4 times or 5 times. 5 times should be the maximum limit, not beyond that. So have your cheat meals 5 times a month at max, but don't extend the duration or the count. Stay under it, or if you can eliminate it completely, nothing better than that. But there are only a few people who can follow this routine, who can be so disciplined. There are very few people. At least I am not one of those. If you are good for you, sky's the limit for you, man. More power to you. So have a good diet, eat good food, have healthy meals, have healthy food. Always put good healthy substance inside your body, because as it's said, that your body is not a garbage box. So fill it only with those things which are good and beneficial for you. Avoid eating such things that are detrimental to your body, right? So eat healthy food, take proper rest, do exercise. What else? These things are enough for you in order to be called as someone who has a healthy lifestyle. And if you manage to have a healthy lifestyle, then your life will be changed, and it will be transformed like upside down, and you will be like in a pro mode, in a giga chud mode, in a mode that people will look up to you, people will take inspiration and motivation for you, and you will be a source of light, a force for good. So that's it for all from my side. It's a short video, quick, although it's almost 19 and a half minutes. I think I think we should. I think we should talk about it more often. I mean, there are hardly any videos where you can get a heart-to-heart conversation. You just get to listen the normal, scripted language, and all those videos seems very fake and very unnatural. There are hardly any videos where you get an in-depth knowledge, such a detail, such a vast amount of knowledge, and that too in a format that is uncut. So in this video, there is no editing has been performed. It's uncut, it's unedited, it's just raw, and I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from my point of view, what I feel, and I'm just sharing my experiences, my knowledge to you. If it is any kind of value to you, feel free to ask more, and if you think that it has no value to you, feel free to reject it also. It's up to you. It's ultimately your decision. I have total respect for your decision, and I have no intentions to impose my opinions upon you. It's ultimately you who can decide what's good for you and what isn't. So thank you so much for listening to me. Hope you have a great day, a nice day, and I would pray that sorry, and hope you have a healthy lifestyle, hope you have a great lifestyle, hope you eat well, hope you sleep well, hope you are doing exercise, and hope you are spreading positivity around you as much as you can, because the ultimate goal of each one of us should be making this world a better place to live. Thank you so much.